Okay, how's that? Do we have sound now? Okay, how's that? There we go. We got sound. Okay, it was me, Gail. It wasn't you. There we go. We got sound. Okay, it was me, Gail. It wasn't you. Okay. Hi, Gail. Sorry about that. Let me come over here and mute my laptop. All right. So back to what I was trying to do. Thanks for letting me know that, Gail. And welcome. Thank you for joining me today on this hot, hot Sunday down here in Florida. Where are you located? Is it hot? Is it cold? I just used this glue. I don't understand what my problem with my glue is. I'm probably really loud now, right? But I can't keep my glue. Let's get that. Come on, glue. Come out of there. I'm getting low on glue. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. I'm going to go into panic mode. Most people panic. Northport, Florida. Okay, yeah, it's hot. I think Northport is further south than I am. And it's hot here, so I don't know. I don't know exactly where Northport is. I am right outside of Gainesville, Florida. You're getting low on toilet paper? I think a lot of people are. But you know what? Did you see my video? I'm in a little town called Interlaken, right outside of Gainesville. Did you see my video I did about the COVID shield? I think I'm going to do one now on if you have to go to the bathroom. I like doing comedy stuff too, aside from crafting. I'm not going to freak out if I run out of toilet paper. I used acetate and made a shield, a face shield, and went out and checked the mail with some Lysol. My mother was getting panicky, and I was like, okay, I got to do something humorous here because she's 77, and they're talking. She's like, I'm the age group. So I'm making the mechanism for it to spin. So what I'm doing is, I don't even know how many I've just glued together. I've just been gluing. But I got a pretty good amount here. I'm going to do a couple more because I want it a little bit thicker, just because I want to make sure it spins good. And so I'm going to use the piece. Some people use coins or whatever. I'm just stacking up the card stock. And I used my really good card stock for this one, my hammer mill, because it's a much thicker card stock. But, okay, we got those glued together. Now I'm going to set those aside and let them dry. And then I'm going to glue some of these together. And see how these... Oh, wait. I should have made smaller ones, y'all. Oh, no. That's okay. Let's see. I have some smaller ones. There we go. Let's see. Do I have any more smaller ones? There we go. There's a third smaller one. I've been trying to do all kinds of interactive cards, guys. And, that might work. I don't know, though. Let's see. I don't have a coin either, so... Oh, wow. And that's south, right? 3 hours south of me? Or is that 3 hours north? I don't know where Northport is. So now I'm putting together the middle piece, and this is what... So what'll happen is when I get this stacked up good enough, this will sit in the middle, and this will spin around it. It's going to have to be a little thicker, though, since I made that so thick. This is going to have to be a little bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in here and see if I have any circles that I don't know that I had. No, that's a coin. Oh, look, guys. I think I have another one. That might be a big one, though. Let's see. Yep, it's a big one. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm just going to trim it down. Because... Oh, okay. So you're down there near D. Because she's down there, like... I should have cut more of these little ones out with my Cricut, but I didn't. So now I'm just going to trim this bottom one. Without trying to cut the top ones. All right, this should be good. This should be sufficient. So that should fit there, and then this will spin around it. Okay. So that's our mechanism to make things spin. Now, this is just a scallop that I measured. And what will happen is this will get glued to this. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to glue them together. If you have a scallop die, you can do that way. And Jennifer McGuire made a video using dies. Like I said, I went into my Cricut and figured it out on my Cricut and cut it that way. And if anybody has a Cricut and wants to use the file that I have, just let me know and I can put that down so that we can share it. Okay, so that should go there, and then those will go there, and then that'll spin. See? So now, I have to find the center on this card. Well, I don't have to find the exact center. What I have to do is I have to know that my little thing here, these little things, are going to be in here to spin. So they're going to be right there like that. So I'm going to put some glue on this. And I'm going to glue this down in the center down there like that. Push it down. And I'm going to pick this up just in case any glue has leaked out. It won't glue it together on me. Now, while that is drying, now this one should just fit right over like that. See that? Because this is going to be the cover piece. See? And then so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to hold off a second. And I'm going to go, where's my little piece? Here it is. All right. So now that I've glued these together, I'm going to set them over that now that I know that they're dry enough, and it'll spin. And I'm going to make sure that this little piece is sticking up. Like that. Because this has to be glued onto that, so that when I glue all these little things onto it, when I do the little spinner, this will spin. So let's do that. All right, we have that there. I know this has to go over it, right? And look, I did it again. I made it off kilter. How come I do that? Because I don't center things. But that's okay, because I can just trim this. These aren't lined up that great, though. Let's see what it would look like if I did it this way. No. Well, it's going to be off kilter because I didn't tweak properly enough. Little practice will get it tweaked just fine. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue just the corner here. I'm going to glue that down. So what are you doing today, craft-wise, Gail? Just the corner. Just the corner. And then this should spin. Now, if I knew where my embossing buddy was, I would have powdered this in here, because then this would have less friction. But it... Oh, okay. So there, you know what? I covered that up right there. Ah! That is not supposed to be covered right there, guys. Because that's going to cause more friction, Maud. Linda! One day I'll do these things perfectly, guys. Let's see, is it still going to spin? It will, but it's got a lot of friction. There we go. All right. I really need to trim that off, because what's going to happen is now I need to put this on there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on. I don't want to glue this paper in the way. And as long as that paper doesn't get in the way, then nobody will see that, because it'll be covered, so it won't matter that I made that kind of mistake. So we're just going to do that like that. There we go, and we got to spin it now. Come on. There we go. It's spinning. Okay, while I have that uncovered, I'm going to take... And this is Cricut Print and Cut too, by the way. So I'm going to take my little... Instead of drawing it with the Cricut, which I could have done, I didn't, but there we go. And we'll just put some arrows. Yeah, once I have this all tweaked up just right, if anybody would like the file, I will gladly share it with you if you have Cricut. I'm using, I will have a file where you'll have to use your own pattern papers or your own patterns that are in there for your print and cuts or whatever. I have a file that is just free, so you don't have to worry about, it's just the basic. There, that should be good. All right. So now for the fun part. Let's put our little Dumaflutchies on. I got him. And I got this one. And then I have, and I know the rule about odd numbers with crafting, but I didn't do that, because I'm really, really bad about all that kind of stuff. Now let's put a nice big coin on. And guess what, guys? I made my coin. There we go. All right. It's time for a hat again. Let's put our hat. Oh no. Why? I'd be lost without mine. Oh, did you do it because you moved? I was going to put that there, but I'm not going to because it's going to crowd it. So now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take some dimensionals, well, pop dots. Oh. And I'm going to put a pop dot on here in the middle here. And then I'm going to pop dot it to the very center. And it's going to cover up that white spot. And it's going to stay stationary. Oh, you wanted the scan and cut? You know, I get it about the scan and cut, but I can scan anything and put it into my Cricut. So I don't get what the, everybody's like, oh, you just scan. I don't know. I can scan it with my printer that I have into my computer. Well, see, I use a computer. I don't use a phone or a tablet. I have an actual computer that I use. But I can scan things in and then upload it to Design Space, and then I can change the sizes and whatever, So when it came down to a scan and cut or a maker, I got the maker because I like to do different projects other than just card making and stuff. So, you know what? I want to put this little coin right down here. I'll put my little coin right there. And then let's take some Brutus Monroe aqua pigment and just a little bit of shimmer to this. That's other than adding the base to the card, there's my card mat. So let's do this. Let's find my little brush that I use. One of my little brushes that I use. And let's add some Brutus Monroe Aqua Pigment Metallic Pearl. At first, I wanted the scan and cut also. When I first got into all this paper crafting and all this, I was actually doing, I should have done this before I put them on here, guys. I was actually quilting, and that's what got me into this stuff. I bought the Big Shot because I had wanted I wanted to be able to cut multiple pieces of fabric because they have those big steel die rules, and so you can cut appliques and things with them, and you can cut multiple pieces of fabric at once. And so that's what got me into it. And that's when I found out about the scan and cut. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool. Because then I could cut. But then I found out about the Cricut. And by the time I started pricing the dies for, I need my other little brush because I'm getting this everywhere that I don't want this. I'm just to add a little bit of something to these. That's all I'm doing. But anyway, I was like, by the time I spent all the money for all the dies, I'd save money if I just bought a Cricut. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up going with the Cricut. Now, if you wanted to get fancy schmancy and get really into, you know, you could put like Nuvo drops over this and give it like a button-like acrylic looking look. But I just wanted to show everybody how easy this is. You can do this with dies, or you can do this with a Cricut, or yeah, I had to take a break from the coloring. My carpal tunnel and my fingers going numb and stuff. Right. Well, there's none for the, well, you know, there's none for the Cricut either. And like I said, I can just scan things with my printer into my computer and then upload it to Design Space, and I can do like print and cut. So like I can stamp images, upload it in, print it out. Yes, it won't be the exact same ink that we're stamping with, but I can change the size of the stamps and everything too that way. So what do you think about that card? Do you guys like that card? Do you guys want to see more cards like this? Don't forget to hit subscribe. There's 40-something% of the people that watch, actually it's 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And I'd appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button. And go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment on your thoughts on my projects. I'm trying every day to learn, to get better. I don't know if I'll ever be able to correct my umming. You know, when I talk, I go, I don't know if I'll ever fix that. Gail, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And what time is your live tonight? Guys, I'm quiet for a minute because I'm waiting on hearing what time her live is because I want to catch her tonight. 8? Okay. I'll be there. I'll see you there. And go ahead, and if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the share. And I'll see y'all later. Have a blessed day. Have an awesome week. And I'll see you at 8 p.m. Gail. Stamp with Gail Sue. I'll see you there. Guys, if you don't know Gail's Stamp with Gail Sue, go check her out. She's awesome. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And if you're into Stampin' Up! And you need anything, she's your girl who can help you get that stuff. All right. Y'all have a great day. Bye.